A woman pushed her new car off a cliff with her 1.5-year-old son in the car. However, the reason why she did such a crazy thing was because the naughty child accidentally slipped his hand, which triggered the smart car's locking system. The next second, all doors were instantly locked, which locked her out of the car. Today, we recommend a thrilling movie for you, Escape from Desperation, on the domains of .com and .top. Let's watch it together. The woman was panicked, so she quickly inserted a stick into the window. Unexpectedly, the stick was broken by the car glass. The woman was helpless, so she had to guide her son to unlock the locking program. But her son was too young and couldn't understand what she was saying. He just clicked randomly on the screen. This instantly made the woman swear, but unexpectedly, it scared her son. The phone slipped to the ground. This immediately panicked the woman because the naughty boy turned on the car's vault mode, which can only be turned off on the phone. Now they are in the vast Gobi Desert. There is no one within dozens of miles. How could she save her son in the car? After calming down, she tried to talk to the car's intelligent system, but in the vault mode, the car was completely silent to the outside world. The woman was frantic. She found a stone and smashed it against the window with all her strength. But after all her efforts, the stone was broken, but the window glass was not damaged at all. Instead, it scared her son in the car to cry. The woman instantly realized this method was not feasible, and she must seek help, so she walked towards the depths of the Gobi. Fortunately, not long after, a power monitoring station appeared ahead, but the door was locked, and no one answered when he shouted. She had no choice but to climb over the wall, but she stepped on air and fell heavily on the gravel. When she entered with pain, found that there was no one inside. However, at this moment, the woman suddenly noticed the phone next to her, so she quickly picked up the phone to call for help. But after calling for a long time, there was no response. It turned out that the phone was one way, only for answering, but not to make calls. Helpless, the woman had to search the room, hoping to find something useful. Fortunately, she found a big wrench and a flashlight, so she hurried towards the car. With the hauling of beasts outside, she became more anxious and worried that her son might be in danger, so she didn't dare to delay any longer. She hurried back to the car. But as soon as she got to the car, a ferocious wild dog chased after her. Seeing that it was about to bite her, the woman quickly climbed onto the car and swung the wrench to fight back, which scared the wild dog away. After calming down, the woman picked up the wrench and smashed it with all her strength. She tried to break the glass to save her son, but no matter how hard he tried, the window didn't even leave a white spot. At this time, the woman was exhausted, and she didn't know what to do. She had to coax her son to sleep first, and then think about it. Build a website with a .com or .top domain name to establish a high-end brand image. The next day, the woman was woken up by the hot sunshine, and she quickly realized the danger. The temperature on the ground was 38 degrees, and the temperature inside the car would be even higher. Moreover, her son was still wearing cotton clothes. Thinking of this, the woman quickly took off her shirt, covering the car's sunroof to block the sunlight. However, even so, her son was still crying from the heat. Seeing her son's painful expression, the woman felt heartbroken. She felt so useless, although her heart was burning with anxiety. But she could not just sit and wait. Just then, she suddenly remembered a sign she saw on the road, which indicated that there was an airport nearby. She was saved. So in order to rescue her son as soon as possible, the woman once again walked into the vast Gobi Desert. After a long journey, she finally found a passenger plane. She thought she could be saved now, but when she got closer, she found it was a dilapidated plane that had been scrapped for years. But the woman was still not giving up. She climbed into the plane and searched carefully, but she found to her despair there was nothing useful except an empty bucket. There was nothing useful. Just when the woman was at a loss, she looked down at the firewood pile below. She suddenly had an idea and instantly came up with a good idea. She threw the tire in the cabin to the ground and then set it on fire. She hoped the black smoke would attract people's attention. Then the woman didn't stay any longer, because her 1.5-year-old son was still trapped in the car. The temperature outside was close to 40 degrees Celsius. The temperature inside the car was imaginable. She came to the creek. After filling some water, she hurried back, but found her son had been heat-stunned by the heat. The woman was anxious and distressed, so she quickly poured water under the car, hoping to lower the temperature inside the car, but it was completely useless. Seeing her son still unconscious in the car, the woman simply found a pile of dead branches and quickly lit them, and then blew the smoke towards the air intake. She thought the car would detect the smoke. The car would automatically open the door, but she didn't expect, which directly caused the car's external circulation system. Realizing what she had done, the woman quickly put out the fire, and her mistake also led to the temperature in the car rose rapidly. In a fit of rage, the woman picked up a wrench and smashed the car with a wrench. Build a website using .com or .top domain names. But as expected, the car was still intact. After calming down, the woman looked at her son again and found the little guy's face was red and he bowed his head and had no response at all. The woman was heartbroken, thinking the child had been sunburned to death. But at this moment, the child's hand moved subconsciously. This made the woman, who was on the verge of despair, there was a glimmer of hope in her eyes. However, the joy lasted for less than 2 seconds. The car suddenly started to slide. The woman quickly used her body to block it, but she was weak and frail. How could she possibly withstand a car weighing tons? Seeing that the car was about to roll off the cliff, in a critical moment, the wheel was blocked by a stone. This prevented a tragedy from happening, but the woman didn't breathe a sigh of relief. Because if she didn't open the door, she might really lose her son. At this moment, the woman looked at the cliff in front of her. A bold idea suddenly popped into her mind. She used all her strength, pushing the car off the cliff, trying to automatically turn on the emergency mode. Sure enough, as the car fell from the cliff, its built-in intelligent protection system is instantly activated, and the gyroscope balance system is fully activated to adjust the landing posture of the car. With a loud bang, the car finally fell to the ground. Seeing this, the woman ignored her own safety. She quickly climbed down the cliff to check. But when she got closer, she found the car was unscathed, only with a layer of dust. The woman was completely desperate. Then she hit the window glass with frustration. Just when the woman was at a loss, the round light on the door attracted her attention. After a full 2 seconds of stunned silence, with a fluke mentality, she tentatively pulled the door handle. The door opened. The woman was overjoyed and quickly took the child out. She went to a cool place to cool down, but after resting for half an hour, her son still couldn't wake up. The woman realized that she couldn't continue to delay like this, and she must take her son to the hospital for rescue. Thinking of this, the woman once again pinned her hope on this smart car, but during her rest, the car system had completed its self-check and restarted. Seeing this, the woman didn't hesitate anymore. She put the child back in place and started the car. She stepped on the accelerator to start the car and started to run freely in the vast Gobi Desert. But not long after driving, the woman discovered a fatal problem. That is, how to drive the car up the cliff nearly 100 meters. Realizing that her son's situation couldn't be delayed, she made up her mind. She immediately turned on the all-terrain control system. The chassis rose immediately and then stepped on the accelerator to the floor.
Collision detected. Clear. Collision detected. Collision. Recalculating the route. Please go on for 200 feet. Please go on.
The woman finally escaped the danger, but she didn't have time to be happy and then drove towards the hospital at high speed. The movie ends here.